And welcome back. Dylan here from Indiverse.io, the world's first and only indie tabletop marketplace where you can buy all the most wonderful post-Kickstarter and self-funded games from indie creators. I am here today with a bird. You can see on my right, left, that side, we have the lovely Bin Chicken Dave here to promote his amazing new Kickstarter game, which is called Bin Chicken. How you doing today, mate?
Hey, how you going, everyone? Hi, my name's Dave, and I've made a game called Bin Chicken the Card Game. What would you like to know? This
Oh,
is
so
yeah,
it's a
so
Bin Chicken game. It's a card game, little thing. So tell us a little bit about it. Who's it for? Why'd you make it? Where's it? Where do you see it fitting in? Oh, I mean, got it right in front of you. Perfect.
cool. So this is Bin Chicken the Card Game. This is a fun game where you get to choose which bin chicken you'd like to be, and then you compete with your friends to see who can get the most food out of these different bin decks, which are different decks of cards, got different bin cards, got different bins on the back. You're trying to find the best point food cards. So in the purple bin, there'll be grasshoppers. In the green bin, there's fruit. And in the yellow bin, there's seeds. When you're going through these different bins, there's also other cards you can find in the bins as well. You can trade your food cards with other bin chickens. You can find cards which let you sneakily take cards from other people's hands. But there are also cards which let you marry other bin chickens. When you marry another bin chicken, you combine your food scores together. If you can stay married until the end of the game, you can win the game together with your bin chicken bride. However, there are also breakup cards. These breakup cards break up bin chicken marriages, and you can break up your own marriage or you can break up somebody else's. When you break up a bin chicken marriage, whoever plays the break card chooses how to redistribute their in-play food cards. You can be married to more than one bin chicken as well. So if you marry multiple bin chickens, you can get into situations where you're married to lots of people, you'll have lots of points because you'll get to have everybody's score for your own score, and you can win the game of Bin Chicken the card game. And that is how you play Bin Chicken.
I
It's a very fun game where you squabble amongst your friends, you get to look at beautiful pictures of of ibises, and you have a great time.
I do love that for our international audience that we're gonna hear Bin Chicken. It's like, what kind of weird chicken variant is this? But no, it's
It's a
the
cultural exchange, isn't it?
exactly. We're breaking down the walls. We're making it so that everyone knows what the Australian bin chicken is. Yeah, I love it. I also love the fickle nature of marriage in the ibis slash bin chicken world. That's definitely a mechanic that
Like real
I.
life, I suppose. Yeah.
If it was easiest throwing a card on the table, man, that's look. There's a little bit of a scary scenario there.
I've got
Oh,
an open copy of the game. I'll show you what some of the cards look like
yeah,
if you're
please, please.
interested.
They're really
So
cool.
I sort of mentioned all the, as you can see, the different cards that have like different card backs. So part of the game is there's several different decks you can sort of be trying to pull cards from. There's the yellow ones as well, and there is the purple one. So and there's part of the game is the purple bin has the highest scoring point card, so everybody goes to the purple deck first, or the purple bin. But of course, the purple bin gets empty quicker, and then you have to start going through the other bins as well. There's also my favorite card. There is a Betty Bin Chicken. Betty Bin Chicken is a 4-point food card, and there's only one in the game, and it's always random which bin Betty Bin Chicken is in as well. So while it's a very silly comedy card game, there's quite a bit of strategy you can find in it as well. There is stuff you can do to make sure you're the one getting married to everybody, and everyone is upset with you because you're married to everyone, and they're not married to anybody. So, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
There's some of the characters you can be as well. There's like the business bin chicken. There's the disco bin chicken. There is the radical bin chicken. There is the bin chicken deity. There's the bin chicken characters don't have special rules, but there's all this fantastic art which has gone into this game, and it is created a really beautiful product as well.
We were talking before, and I love just the simple nature, but the comedy through absurdity, and like the birds being in these situations. I think that's one of the things that I really like about like having such a simple game, but the comedy and like the effect of it comes from just like the style and like the presentation that you've put there, especially the idea of digging through bins and like just that in of itself makes it such a humorous sort of style of like quick throw in party style game that I think is like I can't imagine who's not going to love it unless you don't like bin chickens, which I mean probably you're not really great if you don't like bin chickens. They're pretty cool.
It's just a really good game for people who like squabbling with their friends. If you want to have games where you sort of have a chance to sort of create a bit of mischief and get up other people's business, it's pretty fun. It's very good at creating a game which gives you a chance to squabble. I've seen like I played the game with children as well, and it's great when it's like I'm gonna break up mommy, and they sort of get to do something funny to their parents or whatever. It's
Yeah.
very very good.
I love that. So yeah, just on that, so made for all ages. I mean, it's going to be that like 6 to 99 that you see classically. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's obviously depending on your audience, you have different kinds of games, but no, anyone can play it. It's easy to pick up. Yeah, lots of different ways you can do it. Want to see my other favorite card? There's Dip in the Bin. Dip in the Bin lets you pick up a card from on top of every bin. And one of my recommendations, if you ever make your own game, make the names fun, because then you get to shout out the name all the time. So I always get to go Dip in the Bin every time someone plays Dip in the Bin. It's great. I have a good time.
I can imagine playing this out. So there's a bunch of places in Melbourne, Australia here that let you play games at like cafes and that. I can imagine people shouting out "Dip in the Bin" or like other bin related puns, and then just everyone else in the place being like, "What the heck is going on at that table?" If that's not like in place product marketing, I don't know what it is. Yeah, and I mean, when we've seen you at events, like just the bin chicken, like the hat helmet thing that you've got, that draws the eye like nothing else. It's on the video on your Kickstarter page as well, which I love. I cannot get enough. It fills me with joy every time I see it.
I went to the Bendigo board game convention like a week ago. It was the BIG week. It was a good time. Since it was on Halloween, they had a costume competition, so I entered that with my bin chicken head, and I won, which was really cool. So I won a costume contest. So that's my other recommendation.
Yeah,
make a costume for your board game, guys.
If that's not validation to say that they're not amazing and the game is amazing because it has bin chickens in it, then look, nothing will. Oh, so you tell us about yourself. What made you want to create your first game?
So I played a game called Trash Panda with a friend of mine, which it's a game where basically you're raccoons and you're going through these, it's a dice game and you get a chance to find all this food in American bins. And I was thinking, someone should make the Australian version game. Someone should make Bin Chicken the card game. My friend was like, "Yeah, you should do that." So, yeah, and I sort of sat on the idea for a little while, and then I was making a podcast with some friends, and I was trying to think of funny things to do on the podcast, and I was like, "Oh, why don't I do my card game? I'll do Bin Chicken the card game." So I made it as a joke, and then it was just a lot of fun. So I kept making it, and I've never properly tried to do a multimedia project like this before. I don't really know how to do graphic design, but I had to learn how to do that, and that's took me about 9 months of a lot of practice and figuring out how to use it. I use Affinity Designer, if you're wondering, but yeah, I had to learn how to do graphic design. I had to learn how to work with an artist who created the art for my game, and we did back and forth, and I was able to develop it over sort of 6 to 9 months. And there was a lot of iteration, so I had to play the game with a lot of people, and my process was very much if I ever had a funny idea, something funny I could put into the game, I would, and every time basically it made the game better. And yeah, that after about a year of back and forth and learning how to do graphics design and tweaking the rules, it got into really, really strong shape and it was a really good game. So and here we are, and now I'm trying to sell it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's live on Kickstarter now. I think I saw it earlier this morning. It's like 28 days left, and it's over. I think it's 90%, if not very close to 90% funded. We'll have a link down below, or obviously, if you're seeing this on the Kickstarter page as well, you should back the game. It'll be on the right hand side. It's right there. You should absolutely do that. It's a very cool game. But yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, what's next? Like, if you're wanting to make your first game, obviously this is like the first run in. And like I said, the game looks beautiful, and you've had a couple of ideas for expansions that we won't say them all because we don't want to get everyone's hopes up on everything there. But what's the plan for Bin Chicken next after the crowdfunding campaign?
So fingers crossed everything goes all right with the Kickstarter. It's looking pretty well. But yeah, obviously once we sort of start sending the game out and maybe think about we find an online space to sell it and distribute it amongst all our friends, keep an eye out on Indiverse.
Just in case it's there
We
yet.
can the next step would be start going to cons and expand the audience, find more people to play the game. I might start going a little bit around Australia. I might go up to Queensland, might go to Sydney, go to those cons. It'd be very cool to do that.
Exciting.
But sort of, the pie in the sky stuff is to do an expansion, do Bin Chicken 2, right? Because, like I said, like the character cards don't have special abilities at the moment. They're just beautiful pictures and they have rule summaries on their backs. But this game has room to, to grow, right? As it is now, Bin Chicken the card game is a very tight game. It's a very quick, competitive, cooperative marry game where you sort of strategically marry everyone to try and get the high score and then inevitably lose all your cards. But what's the next step for it? Would be to keep designing for it, do an expansion, give the characters special abilities, maybe add another deck, maybe add another character. Yeah, it's whether it gets to that stage, it's still a bit up in the air. But that would be the ultimate goal, to sort of make it even bigger, right? The Bin Chicken 2, Bin Chicken the Forbidden Edition, right?
Oh, I love it. I love it. And like I can totally see like you're saying, having like custom abilities for like the types of bin chicken that you are, so that there's a little bit of flair that you can throw in. So based on who you pick up or maybe even the type of bins that you're going through, to give that little bit of like chaos in the game. I love the idea of like expansion. You say a new deck, I'm like a new bin type. Like maybe there's the recycling bin and that's like you can churn through cards, and like maybe they're like quick throw cards that end up back in the bin and you've got to go through them and hopefully get like the right one back in. Then you can take it. It's a free idea. Absolutely. Not trademarked at all. You've heard it here on the video, guys. If it comes out, no problems on my side. But yeah, just the possibility for it is insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. Solid game, right? Yeah, I'm really proud of it. Like the first time I've tried to make games before, but this is the first time I've tried to do a commercial product, and it's really good. I check it out. Really, it's yeah. I played it so many times, and it always surprises me. That's the thing which I didn't realize would happen. But sometimes it just something happens in the game which I've never experienced before, and that's always delightful for me because it's I made the thing and it still surprises me, right? Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah.
When you can go back as a creator and like you've made such a robust game that it even catches you like unawares, like that's going to be a rare thing, especially when you're like, I've looked at this like hundreds of times, I've looked at it back to front to make sure it's balanced and it works as a game, it still takes you. That's got to be a weird and amazing experience.
I don't know, like people often bring up the marry mechanic. It's just like, oh, I've never played a marry game before, and like that's what it is, right? It's kind of pretty fresh.
Yeah, and
So,
like
yeah.
the concept for it is like really simple as well. Like it's a very understood term. People know sort of what that marrying things together looks like, and then it's just like it's not a super in-depth thing where you've got all these extra rules. It's like there's just little flavor text that just add that layer of like complexity and strategy into the game that I think gives it a lot more than just like I sit here with my cards, you sit here with your cards, and we sort of just like race to the top. Like there's like combining, separating, like it gives a lot of that like at the table play. Like you said, you want it to be squabbling with friends. Like I think it's perfect for that. Yeah, amazing. Like we said, Kickstarter, it's out now. If you're seeing this the day it goes out, 28 days left. Back it. We'll be shouting it out. There'll be links down below where you can check it out from there if you found us on YouTube or through the socials in the Indiverse. If you're on the Kickstarter page and you haven't backed yet, do it. It's going to be
One
an
other thing
amazing
I want to
game.
mention.
Yeah, please go.
Yeah, so it's a game which is probably 2 to 5 players, right? And the amount of players you have will kind of change the game. Like 2-player games work, but it works better with a few more players. What you can do though, which I've done a few times, if you have multiple copies of the game, you can actually increase the players. It's a game that scales well to more players. And I've had 9-player games of it. 9-player games are chaotic. They're pretty crazy.
I can bet.
But yeah, it's a scalable game. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. And there's very few ones that I've known that can do that exceptionally well. But I mean, there you go. That means you got to buy 2 copies, guys. That's 2 pledges per person.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll have words. Oh, awesome. All right, so where can people go to find you, whether it's your socials? Obviously they'll be on the Kickstarter link already, but what else do you have out there where people can come keep track of what you're doing with Bin Chicken?
Well, obviously, so there's the Kickstarter, obviously, but there's this really cool Instagram, which has just gone over 100 followers actually, which is really cool. So there's Bin Chicken the Instagram. There's the Bin Chicken website, which I'll be updating as the game continues. So Bin Chicken, you can always, I guess you could find me on Twitter, hey, but the best place to find it is Bin Chicken the Instagram, Bin Chicken the card game Instagram, and Bin Chicken the card game website.
No worries. Well, we'll have links below as well, so everyone can check those out. Is there anything else you wanted to cap off for today?
Thank you for having me, though. It's been really cool. Thanks.
No worries, no worries. Like I said, check it out. Links down below. Back the game. I've been Dylan from Indiverse. This has been Bin Chicken Dave. We hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you around on the Indiverse. Bye, everybody.
See you. Bye, guys.